Ms Legalista here. Welcome to the video. Now, I think this person was right to be concerned when the scammer said, "Hey, we're going to come to your house." These scammers are getting so bold and brazen with what they are doing because they have gotten away with so much that they're starting to slip up. What kind of scammer is going to show up at someone's home where someone might have a Ring camera? Other people might have Ring cameras. You can take a picture with your cell phone of who you're interacting with. But the scary thing is that they even said or mentioned that they might do this. Let's go ahead and take a look at this particular scam that took place.
Police have a warning tonight about a sophisticated scam that actually saw the scam artist come to a woman's home. Ms Andy Cordan has the story from Hendersonville.
Hendersonville police recently took a scam report. It's unlike anything that even veteran officers have ever worked.
You don't want to be me. If you get a call and you don't feel like it's 100% legitimate, call your bank.
Now, that's the actual victim. They have changed the victim's voice because the victim didn't really want to come online in full persona because the victim's concerned that, hey, these people know where I live.
We've altered this victim's voice
There's a fear
because she's fearful of reprisal
that what if they come back?
after the scammers physically came to her home.
What if they know where I live?
It all begins with an authentic call from a spoofed number that imitates the fraud department of her own bank.
And they were very smart. They knew exactly what they were doing. They were telling me all these charges were taking place.
Instead of hanging up, the victim lets the scammers lie to her about some fraudulent use of her credit card.
So at this point, hang up, go over to your bank or call your bank. I recommend just going over there and having a conversation with them. But I understand that sometimes you're not in a place where you can do that. You've got other things going on, you're living your life. But definitely hang up the phone. Don't keep talking to them. I know it's hard. Some people just are nice and polite and they don't want to hang up on somebody else. But these scammers are looking to rip you off. You need to just hang up the phone.
The thing was, they wouldn't let me off the phone. They kept me on the phone the whole time.
See, that's that nice person. You are exactly the victim that they are looking for because they know that it's going to be hard for you to hang up. There is a new set of skills that we need to be teaching young people. So as they age, they get used to this. I think the younger generation are a little more aware of some of these things that are going on and they will hang up a little bit faster. I think people my age and older, there's just this politeness and niceness to people. And especially if you're reared in certain parts of the country, if you grew up around, a lot of older people, seniors, your elders who taught you, you had to behave and respect in a certain kind of way. And you've let that sort of carry over into these other areas of your life. And you don't know how to just hang up the phone on somebody. We got to work on those skills.
Every time she protests, the scammers have an answer or a supervisor that she can be passed on to.
So they had enough identifiable information on me to make me feel like that they really were legit.
And when they tell her they need to pick up her defective credit cards from the mailbox at
First of all, what bank says that? No bank says that.
her house, she knows it's a red flag.
Why did you stay on the line with them all this time, even though you had some weird feelings?
Because they kept telling me they were stopping all these things as I was talking to them and that I needed to stay on the line. I don't know. I don't know.
We just talked to this lady. She's smart. It seemed like they had an answer for everything that she was fearful about.
They're doing their research. They're going to know information about you. They know that people are going to ask questions. They're good at what they do. I mean, they know, hey, all right, she's questioning me, so I'm going to pass her off to my manager. And they're able to spoof the phone numbers. I mean, that's how she legitimately thought that it was her bank. So anyone's going to think, well, it shows up on caller ID as your bank. You're going, okay, well, this is legit.
The victim tells me the bank plans to cover the fraudulent use on her credit card.
Wow. Okay, let's go back over a few things here. And these are just general rules. The first one that I want to start with is if you ever feel in your gut that it is not real, that there is something going on, go with that instinct. Go with that instinct. That is the very first rule that I really want people to walk away with. As an attorney, I have many clients come to me sometimes and it's after the fact, after something has happened, and now they're in this space where they're trying to fix something. What I will hear them say many times is, I knew something was off, something didn't feel right. It just, but I was trying to work on it. I thought we could come together to some sort of a business arrangement. Go with that gut instinct. It will save you. It will save you most of the time. Now, the second thing, and I mentioned this before, is we just got to hang up. We really have to learn how to hang up. This third thing, and I keep saying this over and over again, I know it can be hard when you get that phone call and it looks like it is from your bank, but hang up the phone and call your bank. Make a call independent of the one that you just received. In other words, even if they give you a number and say, hey, we are the legitimate bank. This is us. Here's the number you can call us back. Like, don't call that number. Don't call that number. Get your debit card, flip that card over. There's usually a number right there on that card. Go ahead and call. You don't have to go online and look it all up. There's usually a number right there on that card. Why? Because they want you to call them if something is wrong. Biggest keys, biggest walkaways. I hate that this happened to this person. This whole idea of scammers coming to your home. This is something entirely new. You do not hear about this that often. And if you are the person on the other end, yes, you're going to feel a lot of fear and concern about somebody knowing where you live, that they are scammers, and that they're talking about coming to your house, the place where you live. You don't know if they're going to try to come back later while you're asleep. You don't know if they're going to be watching your house, waiting for you to leave and then try to break in. You have no clue what they're up to, except for the fact that they're up to something that's no good. We've got to become more vigilant. We've got to share these stories that people are more aware of all of these tricks that these scammers and fraudsters are pulling out of their bags every single day. So hopefully this gives you some more information about how to protect yourself and your financial information. Don't forget to like the video and don't forget to subscribe. Peace.